This is my cousin Lizzie. She was born in 1996 with normal hearing. When she was 4 years old, she came down with a fever and as a result lost her hearing. She learned sign language at 8 years old. She knows ASL, also known as American Sign Language, and C, which is Signed English. Through elementary school and middle school, Lizzie had interpreters in class to sign to her what the teachers were saying. She recalls that it was difficult to keep her focus on watching the interpreter when she wanted to look at the teacher. Unfortunately, one of the challenges she had to go through with her deafness was being bullied by other kids at school for being deaf. Lizzie got married 4 years ago and now lives with her husband and their Dalmatian. A typical day for Lizzie would consist of getting up, putting her hearing aids in, getting ready like normal for the day, and driving to work. She works in the care industry and is physically busy most of the day. She also teaches sign language at her job once a week. After the day is over, she will take her hearing aids out to charge them and then go to bed. Though she can do most things as a normal person, Lizzie does face a few challenges in everyday life that most people don't have to. The first example that she gave me was that when she goes to the store, she will go to self-checkout rather than the normal cashier line as to avoid interaction with the cashier. She can hear people with her hearing aids and by reading lips, but if she is looking at the card reader and the cashier says something to her, she won't be able to hear it, and she doesn't like asking the cashiers to repeat themselves. Another daily challenge she faces is going to the movies. She told me that there are some movie theaters that will have deaf days and will put captions in all their movies, but most often that doesn't happen. She heavily relies on lip reading in movies because the volume is so loud that it can actually make it harder to hear. She says that she often has to ask her husband what someone is saying in a movie. She says that especially if there is an off-screen narrator, she will not be able to hear that. Right now, Lizzie mostly relies on her hearing aids. She wears ones that can connect to Bluetooth to make phone calls much easier. There is also a setting on the iPhone that can cancel out white noise at a restaurant or outdoors to make conversations in loud environments easier. She also sometimes uses a microphone connected to Bluetooth that is attached to her shirt or set on her desk that will pick up the sound of her teacher or even the television, and then she can hear it better. And she also always has the captions on the TV when she is watching a movie or a TV show. Her biggest complaint about the assistive technologies she uses would be the expense. She paid about $6,000 for her hearing aids. So let's say Lizzie wants to get a job as a receptionist or something of the type. Being hard of hearing does not have to limit the kind of job she can have. She could use her Bluetooth to take phone calls, but she could also use this as a front desk phone. This is a caption call phone produced by the company called Caption Call, which I actually used to work for a few years back. Caption Call has communication assistants set up listening in on the call, and they will caption the phone call for the customer who is hard of hearing. This would be a great option to have at a front desk for a receptionist who is hard of hearing, so they don't miss any information. There is no training required on this phone as the Caption Call employee will be coming in to set it up for the customer and taking 10 through 15 minutes to show them how to use it.